but anyone you want to be who would like to answer, can you speak to like what the greatest advantage and challenge is, either or, of playing one character for this many scenes in a two-part piece like this?
I don't play one character.
No, I know.
One of the things that I enjoy is that, you know, very often in a well-made play or in a well-made movie or whatever, when you get really invested in characters, and especially on a journey that is this intense and this deep, you know, there is a portion of rebirth that happens, and the ending is very often the rebirth, and so you walk away going, oh, I wonder what happened to those people. I wonder what happened to that guy. I wonder what, you know, I find myself doing that when I enjoy something tremendously. And what is really fantastic about this is that you actually get to see what happens to all these people who you fall in love with. And for me, as you know, it's amazing. It's an amazing experience to be able to sort of share that, you know, the completion of, you know, the real completion of it. It's great.
And
I love it.
Scenes that once seemed separate, disparate, or discrete from one another begin to inform each other over time too. You get a chance to be in a show. Well, that, as you said, that has so much to do with it. And you begin to loop around and find information from the end of the play that it was the beginning.
Robert Weigert has joined us.
Another question, yes?
Did any of you not see the original production or a production of this? And had you seen the HBO movie, or did you come to this not having seen Angels in America, any of it?
I have never seen it.
What were your expectations coming for an audition or trying to be in this play if you hadn't known something about it, and when you got into it? But in fact, really, I should ask all of you this: how did your impressions or your expectations change?
My expectations were exceeded the minute I walked into the audition room and Tony Kushner was sitting on the other side of the table. I mean, it was really, aside from what my expectations of the play were, my expectations of what it would be like to work with him and to be in this ensemble of phenomenal, breathtaking actors and wonderful people. It's become its own thing separate from anything that's come before it and anything that will come after it. And that's the real beauty of being a part of it, is that we are bringing it back to life in this particular moment, in this particular society, in this particular political climate, in this particular space. So, so for me, my expectations, I didn't really have any. I mean, it was just about immersing myself and trusting all the people around me.
I have not seen it either, and I'm glad now that I haven't. But I had read it several times. And what I find often talking to people who come to see it is that they then want to go and read it. Because it's a little like watching a novel, and it has that much depth and that much resonance. And what we get to do is kind of read it every night and feel all of that, the reverberations and the echoes, and there's always something new that you discuss. And thinking that you do know it would be a big mistake. So even if you have seen it, you really don't.
And hearing it every night too, when we're not in a scene, there are so many ripples of themes and even lines that I haven't heard. Every night I hear something new. It's that good.
I can't wait to curl up with the movie though after that. Looking forward to that.
Another question.
The ladies playing men. I think is that Tony's choice? He wrote it. Like those doublings and triplings. What was that like? Getting that opportunity? I'm assuming that you guys don't do it very often.
I like my first day rehearsing Mark, and I was like, oh my God, I'm really little and like really girly, and like, am I really gonna have to like? Are we going all out? Like maybe I could just wear a hat. He's like, no, we're going all out. I was like, cool. And then, you know, and then like we work. I mean, it's really fun because you never get to do it, but it took me a long time to get over my own feeling of like ridiculous. Like I just felt like I just was like ridiculous. Like I looked like my dad, but like a mini version of my dad. It's not good. And they gave me a little booster seat to sit on, which made it worse. But at the same time, like what Michael actually said to me in response, he was like, hey, the play is asking us to challenge our definition of what humanity is, like how far humanity can stretch, and I think that that's why, part of the reason why he does the doubling. So in that way, it's an incredibly effective for me to do. But Robin,
I think it's also part of the theatricality of it. I mean, in the same way that he wants you to see people moving the set around, and he wants you to see what's behind the set, he also wants you to see people in drag, or obviously drag. They're not really, really disguised. So to a certain extent, it's just playing another character. You know, it's once you put the beard on, you know, you really do a lot but play that character.
another question? Yes, in the back.
I was wondering if like in so many well-written plays, when you're in rehearsals, if the show gelled in a way that you felt, or did you need to come onto this scenic elements for it to really come together for you, or did you sort of, was there a transition between the process, or was it all just?
No, the rehearsal room was one of the most astonishing things to see, because everything that moves so smoothly here was literally like 5 fractured units that entire team of people that is backstage. Instead of like moving one unit smoothly, they would converge and like push everything and like pop together. It was like they were learning their show. It was a whole other show. It was incredible. So it was a challenge as well, a focus challenge for everybody to kind of see what it was going to be. I don't think we had any idea until we got here.
Well, and Michael did his best, our director did his best to represent what would be happening. And we're moving and we're moving and we're moving.
I mean, the set, we had a 2-week tech period that went on for another 6 weeks through previews, because the set was reconfigured, it was stripped down, it was repainted, it was reorganized. It was on its own learning trajectory, along with the rest of us. And the director had to direct the set as much as he had to direct it. And so we grew with the set, and they grew with us.
Very effective.
I'd like to thank all the actors. Thank you so much.